Hello, 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 and welcome. Greetings, awesome beings. Hey, all heathen friends. Hello, everyone who's out there, and hello to the masked man lurking in the background.
Hello.
Bertie's jumped in to say hello. He's going to join us for the first bit of the show. So, who's here? We have Richard Tryon. Hello, Sherry Ives. I hope you brought the chocolate. Hello. John Chesworth, PBC, Jason Potter, Ritmo, Natalie Renka. Oh, come on. I was only 11 minutes late. 9:11. Yeah, right.
It's all my fault.
Just JP. Yeah, I'm blaming. Yeah, exactly. Bernie's here because I need an excuse. Hibby Shake, hello, welcome. Thanks for being here again. And I can't even see who the mods are in this chat. So hopefully there's other mods in the chat apart from Hippie. I should check that at some point. Hugh Gadam, hello, Real Aussie Guy, hello to Joy now, hello, Arthur Flat Earth, hello, Sunny, Billy Philly, James Anderson, all right, 74 of you watching. Thank you for being here. Got a little bit of a show sorted. Going to look at a star fort that I think someone dropped it in one of the chats. I think it was in one of my lives. So I went and looked at it and it's pretty interesting. So I'll have a look at that. Got some funny, light-hearted stuff to look at. Have a bit of a chat, and we're going to have a look at a bit of mad scientism, mad scientist works, and
Indeed.
colloidal silvers.
I'm going to be
like that.
I'll be lurking in the background and then just setting up a basic colloidal silver on silver reaction that will be running for all to see by the end. And it's something that, it's safe to make that colloidal silver water and start growing it on your plants like I did with my lettuce in my garden this year. And in tonight's stream with Campbell, I'll be going into depth of pictures with it and the results.
Please, I didn't drop out, did I?
No, you're still there. It is seeming a little laggy though, maybe on my end. Or did we lose Campbell? Am I still here? I don't even know. Oh dear.
I'm back. Oh my god!
There's Campbell
time
back.
I start a live, it cuts me off like 5 minutes into it. It's just unbelievable. All right, but I am back. So, did you finish telling everyone? Because I missed it all. So Bernie will be in the background. He'll jump back in when he has reactions to show us.
And yeah, so I'll let you take it away.
You know how these reaction videos are really popular at the moment? Have you seen all these reaction videos? People react to songs and movies and other people's videos. You could start a video and you could react to reactions. Reacting to reactions. Now that would be
Cook video. Paul Cook, Bernai, and Campbell react to others' Tartarian videos.
You know, exactly. And I think we could get like a fractal thing happening where we could react to a video, then someone could react to that video and someone else could react to, so we could react to a video, then someone could react to our reaction, and then someone could react to the reaction of that reaction video, and then someone could react to, and we'd have this big fractal thing going. What do you reckon?
Fractal matrix of reactions.
Fractal videos. Yeah. We actually should do that. If anyone out there wants to start a channel and react to my videos in a positive and awesome way, please do it. Because that's how these, I don't know if it's a scam, but that's how a lot of these channels are blowing up. They're just getting, because everyone's reacting to the same stuff, right?
Yeah, I've seen it, right? It's like they go live and then they ask people what should they react to play next. And it's like, I've seen like 3,000, 5,000 people in their live chat watching, and they're just walking down the street, like, what do I react to? It's like, what? Oh my goodness.
And I've seen some of those channels go from pretty much zero to like over 200,000 in like 6 months, less. Some of them just, It's ridiculous. And they sit there and they do 3, especially the song people, they do like 3 videos a day and they all get like 50,000 views. I mean, those dudes will be, they'd be raking in money. That's a lot of money.
It blows my
150,000 views a
mind.
day, a
Yeah,
million a week, you know,
that's crazy. We will get there though. We are gonna get
isn't
there.
it? Isn't it? We will get there.
Yep.
Yes, we have plans to infiltrate. Talking about copper, if anyone missed this, I'll just show
So I
this
wanted
again.
to talk about why we were pushed into using iron and steel gardening tools. Now this is really important because iron and steel basically going into the soil changes the magnetism of the soil, diminishing it so that it actually dries out quicker. So you have to pour more water to try to hydrate it, and also strips the nutrients out of the soil as well too. Victor Schauberger proved all this in the 1930s and 1940s when he created the brass and copper plow that he used to boost his yields, because he learned that when you take copper or brass and place it right into the soil, it'll slide basically right in, versus if you take iron and you try to place it into the soil, it'll almost be like you have some resistance against it trying to push it in. So it's interesting because they gave us tools which are actually more work than if we were to use the tools of brass and copper, so we could do less work. And then, the thing is if we use the technology correctly, we could be harnessing so much food. Also,
So we've got the wrong tools, and I've also, I don't know if I've got it, but I've seen one where they just make, they call them antennas, but literally just get wire and just, make a little sort of playground plants, and they grow like twice as well. Yeah.
It's funny you say that. Last night I appeared on Tesla Tech with Steve Ellswick YouTube channel, and I was mentioned also like the gardening test that I did with the monoatomic waters and plasma waters this summer, and then he went into explaining how the EMF radiation and electrical magnetic current has stimulated plants forever. And like it's a well-known thing for a long time. And then that clip you just played there, showing like that with the wrong type of metal it will like oxidize and poison your crops, and then with the right type of metal it'll actually break down into the plasma monatomic energy structured waters and increase it just from and the
And
electromagnetic field of it.
exactly, especially with the tools. Yeah, every time you use them, you're leaving a little bits of micro copper in the soil, right? Recopperizing it. So
Exactly. All right, so I'm going to shut up for a little bit and let
I
you
was being genderfied, man. I was being genderfied. Did
take
you
it
see
away.
it? Jules, she wants the only cams. No, let's not even talk about that. Paul was a very naughty boy on our chat, and he brought up only cams. So I'm thinking of starting like a paid site with like cameras and videos and that, but it's only for like men who are called Cameron or Campbell. And it's going to be called Only Cams. What do you reckon? I think it'll go off.
Only calves. Oh, I love it. It sounds so naughty, but it's just going to be self-education.
Yeah. People will be tuning in, and we'll be just sitting there reading history books and stuff, and showing maps.
Man, I love it. I love it.
Exactly.
All right, so I'm going to shut up. I'm going to set up the colloidal silver. Right now we're watching colloidal zinc on the Bert and Ernie cam, and let you get back to presenting this star fort and what the title is all about.
All right, I shall do. Thank you. We'll catch you later. Goodbye, Bern. Oh. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, what have we got here? I'll go through a few. What are these? Comments, messages, whatever they're called. Hello, Hendo. You rock, Bernie. Oh, he's gone. He's run away. Yes, he does rock. And sometimes geopolymers. Camelot. It's only a castle. No, it's only a model. Copet. Copper poles, co-pair poles. Nice. Got to watch out for those posts though, because when you put too many posts together, sometimes they make a fence. Camillas, I thought about Camillas, but I think King Charles's wife has tarnished that name, Stella. So no Camillas. I was thinking about female cams. Cammy, there is Cammy. Only cams. I know. I shouldn't have mentioned it. You can all forget about it now. Hello, Jolly Man. Where are we? But I put some copper in with my new seedlings. Yeah, yes, definitely. Probably best to put it, in the ground and sort of bend it over the top of them if you can. And it just needs to be, wire that's thick enough. You can even get like electrical wire and just twist it together and just bend it over. I've got this is all copper just made from old wires and stuff. I've got it all over me. I've got bracelets and all types of stuff. Fickle scars of iron blades from plows can remain in the soil for over 40 years. Well, there you go. So, this is it. So, this is how we're finding out everything that they're telling us. Everything they give us is wrong, right? Everything is the worst way to do things. Good morning, Cheryl from Old Ohio. What's that song? On the old, oh God, I can't even remember. Hello, Cheryl. People from Camden and all that. Oh, well, I don't know. It is the den of cams, so maybe. If they're a Cameron or a Campbell from Camden, then that they are definitely in. Definitely. Maybe, if they can learn to do the cam. Hello, Kerry Ann Quantum. How you going? Welcome. Hippie Shake. Have we got other mods in? Let me know if there's other mods or if you need more mods. Hippie. Hello, Tony Drake. IA. Yo, Henry. How you doing? Thank you for being here. I asked the butcher to get meat off the top shelf, and he said the steaks are too hard. Very good. What did Kermit the Frog say at his puppeteer's funeral? Get it? Haha. Did you get it? Tell me if you got it. How you going, Creed? Crypto. Oh my gosh, Bertie's now in the chat, in the background, chatting, making up little things. Kenneth, did you get my joke? Look, Sherry, really? Come on, this is a family show. I'm currently replicating Space Case O's The Curious Device. Oh, nice. Torsion Field, got the disc frame and motors assembled. Nice. We're going to be doing a show with Mike from Faraday. What's it called? Faraday something. Faraday Research, I think it is. And he's built lots of like pulse motors and step-up motors and things like this. So make sure you check that out. But that's awesome. And feel free as well to contact Bernie on his channel. What we'll have to ask him when he comes back. I keep forgetting because he keeps changing channels. I keep taking them off him. But anyone who's into doing stuff and wants to show us what they're doing, contact Bern, and we can have you on the Autodidactic Alchemist show. Where are we? Using Claudio Silver on my dog. Nice. Can I join the cams? I'm a mum of a Cameron. Oh, well, there you go. I don't know. You can be, maybe you can be a camera cam person, a cam by default. Where are we? Following Paul Cook's lead, I'm working on a geopolymer. Nice. Enlightened for truth. I'm going to call you that. Enlightened for truth. As soon as I get the rest of the materials. Nice. Well done. And we should all be doing this kind of stuff. If you're interested in geopolymers or in, the alchemy stuff or whatever it is, in building, gardening. That's a simple thing there, just with the copper, right? If you're into gardening, you can do experiments with copper. And we can work out, the way things are supposed to be done, right? Hello, Solver Mist. How are you going? How old are these comments? They're not that old. What are you saying? Are you including me in your collaboration? Would you like to do a stream? Are you talking to me? You're talking to me. I don't know what he's talking about. Star forts make sense in a water world. They were designed multi-directional current for auto-moving boats around the globe. Yeah, we're still working out. Yeah, that they may have been. And the thing is, to the star forts, there's a lot more to them. Most of them are under the ground, so we don't really know. Yeah, there could be big, pumping sort of stations, which it's kind of looking like they sort of were maybe some kind of pumping stations for water, because many of the old forts have big cistern systems in them and big, cisterns under the ground, and of course we don't even know what's under them. So yeah, Camtasia, how you going? No, yes. Oh my gosh, I'm so far behind on these messages. All right. Hello. All right, 163 of you here. So what I might do is we will get into some pictures. Let's have a look. Now this is, hang on, am I ready? This one. This is called Fort Lyron. Oh, hang on. Can you see that? Hang on. Okay, I think, okay, I'm going to have to go back. Can you see that? No, you can't. Okay, that's the wrong one. Hang on. Here we go. Share screen. This one. So this is, did I say Lyron? Is that the wrong one? Oh my God. Fort Lyron. This is in New York City. And so we'll have a look at it in a moment, sort of the story, but this is what it is, same kind of stuff we see everywhere, like these huge old world structures. This is an old postcard, New York, residents, and part of the structure. What this looks like is some more, lots of buildings in there. It looks like an old star fort, right? An old star city. As we can see here, it's up on a hill. We've got walls around here. I mean, that almost looks like a citadel sitting up there. And then, I mean, of course, everything down here is just completely trashed. So we're not sure what's going on here. I think we've seen that one. Nice old buildings. I couldn't find heaps of old pictures. It was said to have been built in the 1700s. And of course, lots of, these strange, rubbly photos. They're not construction. Another shot of it, as you can see, we've got this star 40 shape, and also doors going into the mountain by the looks of it, and windows. And again, I'm sorry, I forgot who put but someone did put this in a comment for Lauren, so I thought I'd check it out. So it's New York, so I don't know what bridge that is. I'm not that familiar with New York. Here it is today, looking very, what we would call Spanish, right? Now this must be, yeah, they are construction photos, aren't they? Apparently. So it can't have been completed in the 1700s, so we'll have to have a look at that. That's pretty cool, look at that. Big buildings. I mean, and look, just the way they're built. This is the stuff we see everywhere. Columns. Oh, it is Fort Tryon. Okay. What did I think it was Lyron? Tryon. Fort Tryon. There we go. I'm trying hard. I'm trying. And there it is again. So this is, I'm guessing that construction photo we saw of that big arch, I'm guessing is that. So who knows if that was added on or part of the original, I don't know. But of course there's a ladder there, so it means that they built it. And, oh, there's a dude there doing some work. Construction photo. All right, confirmed. And this is today, just to show that this is, it's this massive, like everything, just way too grand, right? For back in the, I thought it said 1700s, but it can't have construction photos. And this is just to show, because it was in New York, New York had stars, right? Star City wall, a big wall on Wall Street, the Wall Street there. So I'm going to stop sharing because I have some stuff. All right, let's see. Getting there. Chat amongst yourselves. All right, so what have we got here? Let's just get organized. Okay, so this, and then I was going to we'll have a look at this on Google Earth as well. So I'll just share the screen. So this is Fort Tryon. Okay, so it's definitely Tryon. Fort Tryon, 1776. Yeah, it was to 1783. A Patriot Revolutionary War fort established at Forest Hill Redoubt in 1776 in New York City, New York County. Captured by the British 1776 and renamed Fort Tryon after Sir William Tryon, last British governor. First established 1776. Blah, 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 blah. Was attacked by a force of 3,000. So it doesn't say anything about how it was built. Got attacked, got overwhelmed, and that's it. God, that's not very good, is it? Fort Tryon, the breathtaking park in Manhattan, named for an American enemy. Ooh, that's not very good. Ask any New Yorker at random where the site of Fort Washington once stood, and chances are your query will be met with a furrowed brow, followed by frantic tapping on a smartphone. Oh my gosh, sign of the times. So here we are. These are some more pictures. This is, so as you can see, I don't know why I didn't download this one, but we'll get a big note. As you can see, these walls, right? This is, this is just what we see everywhere, like Star Fort. And even this bit here looks like the bastion bit, right? The pointy arrowhead bit. Of course, lots of covered up stuff. This is the same picture, but you can see this wall going around, and this is just all covered in dirt. This breathtaking view is no accident. Okay, so they built it with a view. That's because that's what you do with forts. You build them, with a good view, because no accident. Along with buying the cloisters and the land, that would become Fort Tryon Park. J.D. Rockefeller Jr. also bought hundreds of acres along the New Jersey waterfront to preserve them and the view. Okay, so to preserve them, so he's bought all this land, so no one can go and dig around, right? Find out what's really under there. And I don't know, heard that name before? Those rocky fellas. Here is Sir William Tryon, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, again, there's none, there's no story about how this was built. And it was basically bought by these rocky people. When does it say? And turned into a park. Does not say when. I'm thinking that's 1800 sometime. So this, now I'm just trying to work out. So this is 1932 because they've got construction photos somewhere. Hang on one sec. Let's see if I can find them. Untapped New York. So lots of archers for the arch enemies, sitting 200 feet above sea level, offering some of the most impressive views of the Hudson River. It's Fort Tryon. The land was acquired by this dude, J.D. Rockefeller Jr., who hired people to design and turn it into a park. And we know the deal with parks. I'm just trying to find when they, because there's definitely photos that they are saying are construction photos, which I had in my photos. Hang on. Let's keep looking. Sorry, Fort Tryon. No, this is just showing how it's turned into a park. You know, this name is appearing everywhere. That Rocky Fellow. Okay, it must be this one. I am actually very organized. Oh, hang on. That's not what I wanted. Okay, here we go. Let's see what this is. Here we go. So, 1933. See, oh, okay. So I got it now. Excuse me. Okay, maybe I'm a little bit slow. Here they are moving a tree. Do you reckon that tree's got enough roots on it? Okay, so clearly all these construction photos that were being shown like these are the park, like construction of the park. So in the 1930s and 20s, to construct the new museum. Okay, they built a new museum there apparently. He hired the architect from Allen and Collins, who had previously tapped for Riverside Church. So basically, yeah, they turned into a park and built a few buildings and all these walls, these megalithic massive walls. Here's another construction photo. So I've got some of these. So, okay, so now we know the story. We can go back and have a look at some of those photos. So, hello to you all. Are you still there? 174 of you watching. Thank you for being here. So yeah, I didn't know this. There's a star fort in New York. So just have another look at these pickies. Hang on. Not doing very well here, am I? Share screen. Okay. So not that one, but like this. They're saying this. So this is a construction photo of the park. You can see they're digging out walls. You know, they may have planted these trees, so they look pretty big. But as you can see, like all these buildings, you know, this is just, there's a lot of stuff already here. Now it looks like they built this, which I'm not really sure what this is. Maybe it's not that arch out the front, but clearly they're building something here. Not sure where. It doesn't even look like that. It looks like that's a natural cliff, like they haven't dug it. Maybe that's a tunnel. It looks like it's going to be closed up. So they've built a few bits, and then you get these megalith. Oh, look at the size of these. Covered up. So, I mean, well, there's a wall there and no wall there, so who knows? It's just the sort of same kind of construction. You know, there's no one ever working, is there? This is on the grounds. No doubt that's a mausoleum of some kind. As do. And I mean, you see this stuff in cathedrals in, you know, everywhere, right? Exactly that same kind of roof. What's that doing in a fort? And this in a fort. So, yeah, I thought it might be that they were building, but it looked like it had a big wall of dirt. So I don't know. Maybe they built that. Maybe they didn't. So there we go. Pictures. So what do you think of that? I thought we could maybe go and have a look at it on Google Earth a bit later, maybe. Moorish reef, yeah, it looks very Moorish. That whole sort of style. What they sort of tell us is is Islamic, right? Islam. That's everywhere. Who are we? Still trying to work that one out. Welcome. Alchemist, the current flow. Oh, that one's through it. So okay, is Bernie having chats with people in the in the back? Cam, check out Fort de Chartres near Prairie de Roche on the Mississippi River. Oh, Fort de Chartres, Hang on.
Yeah, that's. I hope it's a nice big star fort on the Mississippi, because that's the heart of like America right there, anywhere, and like North America, and that if it's identical battery, like all the identical batteries that we found on the Great Wall of Tartaria through Ukraine and Siberia and Russia, and that they're the exact same designs as the ones that are in North America, that are in like the Caribbean and South America. It's something else.
It is. They're everywhere, and we're finding more and more of it all the time. Built new North here. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Static Bat, how you going? I was going to organise a trip out there when it starts to get warmer. But yeah, New Norcia, that's weird. It's just this place 2 hours north of where I am in Perth, in the middle of nowhere, just in the middle of nowhere. And it's like about 5 or 6 big old world buildings built by monks. These 2 monks just wandered out to convert all the natives, and they decided to build a big monastery and a school and a nunnery and all this out of bricks and rocks with big old world buildings. So that's coming up. Hopefully you can come along, Static, and tell us your story, the stories about how it got built. Travel. Was it your great grandfather? Yeah.
So what I was talking in the background there that was confusing the heck out of you, I also went live on both of my channels, and I was talking with Jeremiah and Gerald, and they'll come on our Autodidactic Alchemist episode this evening, North American time, morning, I believe, or afternoon, your time, Campbell. And Gerald will show and discuss some of his coils and how he did some tests on seeds, and they increased the growth rate of them. And I believe they're also working on a hover coil project. And yeah, lots of updates that we've been doing over on my channel. And with Mike from Faraday, the key thing is that he's got that cobalt glass. It's that purple blue UV glass, and it's those same glass pieces that are used in all the walkways we find that in the buried layers of these what look like the mud flooded structures of the old world. And Mike specifically in our last year of the coil stream update, and that's what we'll essentially be doing in tonight's Autodidactic Alchemist with Jeremiah and Gerald. And Mike was also part of it, so hopefully we can get him on as well tonight. But he brought up that he's got these specific cobalt glass pieces, and it's for viewing orgone energy. But orgone energy is also like static electric, and he said auras, and that it makes auras visible. The orgone energy is also like the aura energy, so whatever that life energy frequency is, that electromagnetic aspect or range is viewable through this UV, the blue spectrum. And then it ties in like your recent episode of the demons in the red, and like the infrared having the demonic entities, and like the story from like Cliff High of like the Vietnam, and that they tested it out, and they're like demons that were like flying around the helicopters, and they like shot each other down, like just craziest stuff. So it's just
weird
stuff,
yeah.
The red blue.
Red blue. It's always red blue, right? They try and tell us it's black and white, but it's red and blue. So yeah, that'll be interesting. I heard someone
right?
say as
Only
well, if
the
you just get
second
night vision
dimension,
goggles,
only black
look
and
up in
white
the
are we
sky.
allowed to know. Not red blue. And what
Yeah,
does red blue combined equal? It creates purple. Well, you know, red
purple
and blue, the purple. Is that why purple is the royal color?
and
Is that
purple.
the royal spectrum of it all?
Exactly
And
right.
Gerald is saying
The
red blue shift,
purple
very
rain,
important.
as it were.
So yeah,
Yes, red, blue shift frame.
Hippie Shake, if you're out there, if you want to just share Winnipeg for Truth, that is Gerald's channel, and he's got lots of videos up of his different coils, resonant coils, and his experiments, as well as join the technicians, and they will be our guests tonight on the Autodidactic Alchemist. But on and something else Gerald was talking about is with he's gonna be reproducing some of the geopolymers after seeing Paul Cook's work and stuff, and incorporating that into making these coils and like the generators and the nanotechnology that will be able to be incorporated into it.
Yes, cool. Well, while I've got you here, do you want to have a quick look at, let me see, where are you? Okay, sorry, talk to the people while I'm looking for stuff. Where are you, dude? Yeah, this guy. Hang on, let me find something.
Hey, Erica. Long time no see. Truth Unveiled. Hope you are well.
Oh, hey, Erica, how you going? It's been a while. What am I looking for? Where is it? Yes, this dude. There you go.
Okay, today.
There you go. Where are we? I shall share the screen. This dude's called Parker Edmondson. And
I'm going to be showing you a throwback to when I drove my car Chugabun last.
this is his car. This is probably not the best video.
That's
Cracks me up.
amazing.
So this dude, so what else does he do? So he's got this ridiculous coil. Where is it? He's like he's living in the 1920s. It's so bizarre, but he's he's building all these test oils and stuff. Have you
He's
not?
in the
So you haven't
analog
seen this guy
age
before,
of it.
Bern?
I have not. I'm quite
Yeah.
fascinated by this. Oh, and he's
Yeah,
got the Wardenclyffe Tower as his background. Yeah,
cool.
loving it.
Oh, if I can find this video. Oh, yeah, here we go. Let's have a look at one of these.
Okay, today I'm going to be showing you the magnifying transmitter in the dark. Okay, so I have been working on the magnifying transmitter all day long, and I've actually decided to tune it to a different frequency. This frequency being 168 kilocycles, or 168,000 hertz. Okay, so the power comes in from this transformer, which I have reversed step-up voltage. And then it goes into these capacitors and the inductor or primary of the magnifying transmitter. This is known as the LC circuit or inductance capacitance circuit. So this part is tuned to 168 kilohertz or 168,000 hertz. Once the current goes through the primary, it's induced into the secondary, which is tuned to a fourth of the wavelength of this frequency of the primary. And the bottom of the secondary is grounded to the earth, and the top goes into the extra coil, which is tuned to the coil's natural resonant frequency. And the bar on the top acts as a capacitor to help tune the whole system. So if anybody wants to build a coil that is tuned to 168 kilohertz, you will receive my electricity as long as the coil is connected to the ground somehow. So this coil right here is tuned to a harmonic of the earth, and it creates standing waves in the earth. If you've ever heard of standing waves in a string, this coil creates standing waves in the earth. So there are nodal points. Okay, this is a correction of something I said earlier. If you want to receive the electricity from this coil, you must wind a coil a fourth of the wavelength of 168 kilohertz. Okay, if the coil is working very well, the neon light bulbs should not light up all around me in the air because all the electricity will be going into the ground. Okay, now I'm going to throw the switches.
God.
Okay, this is an example of a receiving coil. So this length of wire needs to be a fourth of the wavelength of 168 kilohertz. This is your secondary. Make sure you find the bottom of the receiving coil.
That's a Chromebook with built-in virus protection.
So what do you think of that, Burn?
That is freaking fantastic. Epic. Sorry, Hippie. Gerald and Jeremiah, they're both in my Burn Eye Mind's Third Eye Science Guy YouTube channel's live stream chat of this stream right now. If I thought that's the one that I had seen you in, but I guess you were on my Crypto Alchemist and they are not there. But yeah, it's WPG Enlighten for Truth, I think, is Gerald's channel. And Jeremiah is now telling me that they might not be available, but they are, because we're willing this into being tonight. And the one comment, are cobalt glasses as good as Carillion glasses? I think they might be the same thing. That's something we're going to have to definitely look into.
The Carillion glasses? Oh,
Yeah.
as in Carillion photography? Like,
You got it.
okay. How's that? It's Carillion, isn't it?
K-R-I-L-I-A-N, I believe. Carillion.
L-I-O-N? Yeah. I think that's right. Glasses. Krillin.
K-R-I-L-I-A-N. Carillion. Or Krillin.
Krillin. It's got Krillin. Lots of Krillin glasses. No Krillin.
Yeah, I have no idea if I'm pronouncing it right or not.
Yeah, I know. It's like the Russian dude who Krillin photography.
Everybody knows Hippie Shake 29.
I was wondering,
you are the best.
Oh no, maybe it is Krillin. I was going to say something, and again, I don't know what it was. Can't find that.
Welcome, Esra.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do an episode just on the Carillion frequency and like look into its actual wavelength and the science behind it and whatnot, because it's like there's all those pictures of it actually capturing the auras and like the electromagnetic fields of like biomatter even after you've removed it. Aha, we are pronouncing it correct.
Arsenic. Dysonym.
Definitely.
I was
Erica.
going to say, like, I wonder if blue eyes make a difference.
Right? Blue to
I
brown.
think
Brownish is red, more red. That's
yeah.
very, very fascinating thought. I've often pondered on
No,
like
I've got blue
we
eyes.
all
I can
know that
see auras.
because we all know that red is red and like blue is blue, green is green, but that is the red that I'm seeing the same red that you're seeing, and like could in fact the
Yeah,
color that you
exactly.
see
Yeah,
as
we
the
don't know. Yeah,
ocean could
and
somewhat be like
we could never find out. This is
right?
the thing, we could never find out because every time we're like, that's red, we write, yeah, but we're actually saying something different, but we would never know. It's just one of
Exactly.
those
Like
paradox
if
kind
all
of
the
things, isn't it?
brown-eyed people saw like the ocean as what the red blue-eyed people saw the
As
sky
red,
as, or so like
as
or like
blue, yeah.
the sun as, I mean, sorry, like the red and like or the yellow. Oh man, it just you could never know.
Who
Could never
knows?
know.
Who knows? We just do not know. Um, I love to power my grid off home. Yeah. Well, um, there's lots of free energy devices. I think the step up motors are a really good way to do it because there's so many solar panels around now, and if you can you only need a tiny charge and trickle it into a step up motor, and you can run a house off it, buddy. One of those little lights that garden solar lights almost. You could run your house. So I think that's good. There's lots of ways, right? You can. It's not hard. They just try to keep all the
And
answers
that's
from
what
us.
we're going to be figuring out over the next year or two is like incorporating like solar with batteries, and then also I want to get into like atmospheric and like grounding wires, and like trying to collect atmospheric energy through like an antenna above, and then like have grounding wire cable like maybe wrapped around buried into like the ground or something like that, and then have it going as like a 3-phase into the solar like battery circuit, and then I guess you also have to connect it into this jewel thief circuit that you put your loads on, and then also incorporating some of these coils that I've seen, and layering stacking them in like a series in as the through induction connecting into your jewel thief circuit or bell ringing circuit. Um, that probably doesn't make sense to most people what I'm saying, but I will be bringing it together with Mike and others in over the coming year. I'd say it's a long-term project that we're going to be doing step by step, though. And the first step is going to be connecting the solar into the battery banks. And I'm recording with Benjamin Balderson for his Odin's Alchemy, and then we'll be releasing it as well
Nice.
into the YouTube of him helping me connect my solar unit. Recorded
Nice.
half of it the
Cool.
other day.
Yeah, that's Kevin, how you doing? Yeah, and that's something that is down the line too that we're sort of working out is we want to get more practical stuff up, but obviously not on platforms like YouTube, right? So that's in the works too. All this stuff that people are building and all these machines, we're going to work out and show you how to build them at home. Because that's the thing. As soon as you know how to filter and run your water through what do we call these fractalizing machines, and you got free energy, then you're pretty good. You plant a garden and that's most of your stuff taken care of. This is Bernie's channel and all his content.
And then I forgot to post the link. Attached to it. Oops.
I'm
My
like,
bad.
what? I don't remember writing that.
Sorry, I hijacked.
Yeah, so anyone who wants to, so there's this. Anyone who wants to talk talk alchemy and stuff and free energy, go to Bernie's channel and send him an email. Anyone who wants to talk to me, there's an email underneath, and To Joy is going to be answering them. So we've got a Finn, and actually there's a couple that I've got to have a look at. Have you shown your experiment yet, Bern? Or
Yeah, so I'll do a little close-up on it for a second. And I also wanted to mention that on my channel, my Telegram link, my Discord link, which my Discord's getting built, assistance from CJDV, from New Zealand. They're helping me build the Discord. It'll be up soon, like operating, but you can still, the link for it is still there, as well as my Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter that you can contact me through on top of email. Platform of choice.
Yes, exactly. And if I'm doing interviews every Friday, so if there are, well, history, but, anything interesting, you know what I meant to, outer realms, those arc people that like to con us, anything like that. But obviously we've already got a few coming through, so it does have to be on topic for the channel. And we get a few, obviously we're going to have to, I can only do one a week. So basically the people who've done the most work will be put to the head of the line, is how that's going to work. But if you've got anything interesting and you're doing some work, you may contact us. Well, me and To Joy. And yes, the email is down below.
Indeed. And yeah, so we also have Jared Booster coming up in the next week or two. We got our next one with Paul Cook, I believe, on Wednesday. And tonight we will be covering several different things. And another one with Benjamin Balderson with Odin's Alchemy. And maybe he might guest appear tonight if Jeremiah and Gerald bail on coming public. But I think we will have them for the Year of the Coil. Either way,
yes,
it will be happening.
Yes, we'll have something. Ritmo, yes. Do you mean just like taking cuts off my videos? Yeah. No worries, man. I would appreciate it if you put the link to my channel under it. That would be nice. But yeah, go for it. But out there, pass it round. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, Ellen that I had on from Error of My Ways, where we talked about Yggdrasil and the Tree of Life and all that. Is now in contact with Benjamin, so they're probably going to do a chat too, which will be really interesting. I actually wouldn't mind getting a round table together of all the sort of
So
heathens.
I actually spent about 4 hours teaching Benjamin how to use StreamYard and like going through everything and like so like I gave him like a master lesson, and like we spent so much time on that we didn't end up recording, and that's why we got to do our like part 2, I think tomorrow or the day after. But with our upgraded account now, I think we'll be able to like add him in and stuff, so we'll all be able to go live together on each other's channel simultaneously, and that we could probably set up like a weekly show with Odin's Alchemy and Benjamin Balderson there for lots of doing like the round table style of episodes.
He can have a guest spot. I don't know if I've got time for shows. And Paul Cook, part 2 on Wednesday. Wednesday Perth time, which is Tuesday night, I think.
Yeah, it's Tuesday 1 a.m. for me. Speak of my man, CJDV, he's helping me create the my Discord channel coming up here. But I do have the Telegram. Right now, it's copper and monoatomic silver. But the copper is the cathode that's bubbling up like crazy, and then all of this white condensate is coming off of the 99.99% silver maple that I have above that you can't see because there's just too much condensate within it. But all of those mass clouds of bubbles going up there is uh, I need to get myself access to a lab or equipment to start testing this stuff, and like I'll actually start capturing the gases, like putting containers above the cathodes and the anodes for the different reactions to see if it's actually hydrogen, or if it's H4, or if it's HHO, or if it's a combination of more, like if it's mixed with the copper or like the silver or the gold, for instance, and like the different gases coming off, because there's so much, especially when you put it into these toroids, the solenoids. It's just the
Nice.
potential is
I'm just
huge.
going to go and refill my coffee while you have a chat. And just before I go, Benjamin Balderson channel, if anyone's into homesteading and off grid, he's done it. He's built from scratch everything, so he's a really good channel for that kind of info too. But I'll be back in 5. Enjoy.
Indeed, like that's what's like so amazing with Benjamin on his ranch, is he's got like the all massive battery bank and huge solar panels that he's using on the farm industrially, and has the experience of it that I'm finally hooking up my own solar panel and unit with his guidance and experience. All right, so I'm going to play a little teaser now. That we'll be going over more of in tonight's show, but it's from the Alien Scientists channel stream I hopped on and joined, I think on Friday, sometime in the past week, but it shows this massive head of lettuce that I grew in my garden, and the giant kale as well, from watering it with this plasma colloidal monoatomic gold silver water. And it's like nothing I've ever seen before, this lettuce head. Like we picked my dad like used the lettuce all year summer long in our salads. Like we've had like 6 salads off of this one head of lettuce. It just kept on growing. And so ridiculous. But here, finally, so you can see what the heck I am talking about. Kada-boom. Kada-boom. Here we go. So it's almost as tall as the sunflowers. And this is something I'm going to be encouraging everybody to do, is make the colloidal silver, colloidal gold, copper waters. You rinse the salt out. Always flush the salt at least 6 times. I usually do a 9 rinse before starting to collect the water and using it as structured plasma colloidal water. But then watering your plants with it. And you can see here this giant, this right here is the normal size lettuce in the garden and the normal size kale in the garden. This is a piece of romaine, or a head of romaine, and the kale right there. And then, so that's regular water. And then when we get to the other side of the garden here, there we go. This guy right here, this massive thing, is a giant lettuce that has just kept on growing. Like all the big leaves we've picked off and eaten, but it keeps going. And right here is the head of the lettuce, the very top of it, at about 5 feet tall. And I watered it all year long with this gold silver water, and it's darn near as tall as the sunflowers next to it. And then look at these giant kale leaves as well. Like that that's a rhubarb leaf right here in the background, and then this is a kale leaf right pretty much next to them. So just for comparison to the tiny ones. And see this guy over here, he didn't get as much, like the water I put here, so I didn't get that guy directly, where I had done a line of straight watering these plants with that. And yeah, so like rhubarb leaf, kale leaf, grown with the monoatomic water this summer, and that ridiculously large lettuce, this guy right here. Like it's crazy. Like this thing it's the size of a freaking monoatomic, like the colloidal waters. So you flush all the salt out. That's key. If you water your plants with salt water, you'll kill it immediately. You have to get all. So what produces colloidal silver? This guy right here is producing colloidal silver. All of this white stuff, the monoatomic. So colloidal silver is 15 to 25 parts per million silver in the water. Monoatomic silver is 1,000,000 parts per million in the water, and then when it settles at the bottom, then you let it charge the water for a day, and then it's redissolving. The monoatomic is redissolving back into the water, and that's what's producing your extremely high colloidal silver, colloidal gold water in this, and what I watered them with. And it's and this particular lettuce, I actually poured I'd stir up the water and poured one time some of the actual monoatomic gold in it. Quite the expensive experiment each time you do it, but hey, look at that. The results are golden. You literally got a lettuce that is the size of a freaking sunflower. And like this size of the garden to the other. And I'm going to let this play because I don't see Campbell back yet. I'm going to unmute it, and I'll be talking about
hydrogen.
Can you guys hear?
It's not connected to a single power source. Just a couple of jars connected to each other. And then the cathode side, I don't know if you'll be able to actually see it bubbling, but with a good camera, it's actually bubbling consistently nonstop outside in cooler weather with no power source at all connected to it. So
did you hook up the multimeter yet to that thing and find out what's going on?
No, I'm still about to do that. I have been.
Yeah, that's what I'll do tonight live.
Oh yeah.
I will finally hook up a multimeter to that tonight on Autodidactic Alchemist with Campbell.
So, and then here's a second one as well, bubbling on this one. It's these three hooked up, and it's been for 5 days now, and it keeps
We're
going.
now on 7.
Tomorrow, I'm going to make sure that I do a stream where I actually hook them up to
so
the
tonight, we are doing that stream, finally.
Coming out of it, and that even if it's a half.
All right, I'm going to pause that there. We're getting way off topic because we also need to be talking about star forts and what the heck they are. And luckily, I'm going to, or not luckily, amazingly, Campbell has put together a short clip that is premiering on my channel tonight before me and Campbell go live with Autodidactic Alchemist. That is the Great Wall of Tartaria, and we will also do some updates on the Google map tonight or Google Earth, sorry, we've been given a few tips of longer or more points along the Great Wall of Tartaria, but around the Sea of Azov and up the Dnieper. So a part of tonight's stream with Autodidactic Alchemist, I will make sure that we update the Google Earth map of the new points on this Great Wall. And for anybody out there also doing the extra research, if you're going in Google Earth and mapping out sections, more sections of this wall through Siberia and through Ukraine, we appreciate all help and links sent to us, and we will update them tonight with that. Because let's try to together freaking map out the entire wall and measure it, because I guarantee it's going to be the longest thing ever made by the looks of it, and no real history of it whatsoever. And that's going to be pretty epic. Campbell, are you back yet?
Maybe.
There you are. He is.
How'd he go? How'd he go, people?
Oh,
Oh my God, there's only 2 people left watching. What have you done?
227. Last thing before I give it back to you here, there's a question of how the salt is rinsed out. And so once you let it settle, so when it's being made there, you see how it's all murky. Once it settles, it all condenses to the bottom. And it takes, I usually will let it the first couple times about a day, to let it settle. And you just pour the water off as it and like it, you get about 80% of the water out each time without losing the monoatomic mass at the bottom, and then rinse it with put the fresh water in. Then you let it settle again for 24 hours or 12 hours as the process goes, like by your 6th rinse. But I do it about 9 times before I start using the water, just to make sure that also if there's any other possible impurities or whatnot, that it dissolves out, and you're just getting your straight water that you put in. And then if you're gonna do it on plants, I recommend then you pour in distilled water to charge and leave it for a day in your fridge before watering the plants. And on that note, take it back, Campbell. Let's hear some more Starfort mystery.
More Starfort. So I was thought we'd go have a look at the Earths of Googles. Now, what was it called? Fort Lyant? Oh my God, I'll find out. it's something. Fort Lyron. Let's go have a look at Fort Lyron. Hang on, that's not New York. But now it's called, oh my God, I'm very confused here. I think I've got 2 different forts going. What do you reckon? Let's see what this is.
They name many of them the exact same though too, right? Just to confuse it all. Or what the heck is that?
It's a good fort. Good fort. God knows. Right?
That looks like a field.
I think it's just a field. Yeah. So there you go. If we go to Port Byron? No, that's not what we want. Oh my God. Okay, I'm confused. How do we find this place? Are we at New York? Oh, Camp David. Anyone want to Camp David? No, we're not allowed to look at Camp David.
I was about to say, oh, cool, Camp David.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh my God.
definitely not allowed to look at Camp David.
What's this wall? What's this? Oh, road. Is that a road? Okay. Well, there you go, Camp
Weird
David.
perimeter road.
Gee, isn't that in the middle of nowhere? Look at that, man. Just right in the middle of that massive forest. How bizarre. Okay, so look at that flow mark.
Oh yeah, it's the Mississippi. Wasn't it a fort on the Mississippi that we were supposed to be checking out?
There was a fort. Where's New York? This is New York, isn't it? Oh my God, I'm lost. No, New York's down. Well, there, right? In here somewhere. Okay, so Tryon, no. Right. Okay, if I could spell, then we'd probably find it first time, you see. I was Tryon. I should have remembered that. Okay, so this is it. So I'm guessing, oh my God, it's definitely a satellite picture. That's not an implant. So this is the top, and look what we got here. We've got these ramparts, walled areas. It's kind of hard to see, isn't it? Let's see if we can get on the ground. Woohoo! Where do we want to go? The walls everywhere. It's a bit hard to see, but oh God, what have I done?
Yes, I shall, Sarah.
Sorry, no,
yes, I shall, Ezra.
let me drive. So I would say, I mean, that looks like it could definitely be a contender for a star fort. So anyone in New York,
Yeah, it'd be
get down there,
interesting
right, with
to
a
see if
camera.
there's walls around it, like through that park and that garden. I bet you there's like a
'Cause-
perimeter wall somewhere in that area.
Yeah, because look at this. See that shape? We see that kind of thing everywhere. It looks like that's a fountain. Here's one of the octagon roofs that we see everywhere. So it's definitely got markers, even down, what's that? See that sort of wall, how it looks like it pops out there? So definitely, that's definitely worth a look. I'd say the whole thing. Oh yeah, because look down here, look at all these walls, right? Look at this.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we would be looking for, is those sort of
When we get
walls.
down there, let's go stand in the middle of the highway.
Oh,
Oh yeah, look at this, man.
right?
Yeah, I'd say.
Just in the
I'd
middle
say
of
it's
a park,
contender,
eh?
whatever.
Nothing to
So
see
that
here.
must have been that. Yeah, it's just that. Yeah, it's an old fort built in the 1700s and then turned into a park. And that would have been the one with those roofs that we looked at before, those basic cathedral ceilings. And what cathedral ceiling? What even is this? It's
Right?
like what is it? It's just a bit of a wall, clearly. But I mean, it's not a functional
wall, an
building, but it's
open
got these
wall
massive
too,
cathedral
though.
ceilings.
Like what a
Yeah.
useless
So
wall.
like it's
That
yeah.
looks like supports and foundation to a building is what that looks like. You know, like
It does. It does look suspiciously like a foundation, and you see a lot of these under cathedrals. These kind of, I've got a couple of
yeah,
photos. I don't see it a lot because I think a lot of them are buried, but you do see that it looks like they build these as the foundations, or who knows, right? Have they got water cisterns built into them, and you see lots of train
or
stations
aqueduct, yeah,
in those kind of
be left
well.
there. Who knows? Oh, but look, it goes around too. It looked like it was like, yeah,
Yeah,
remnants
so
of.
down here there's more. Let's go here. Oh, scrape marks, anyone? Paul Cook would like to look at that.
That could be blasting for the highway right there, though. They drill down and then
Yeah,
dynamite.
okay, yeah, with their big, where they drive the chisels. Are they called chisels? Hydraulic chisels?
Yeah, jackhammer down, I
Yeah,
think. Or
okay, because this is
yeah,
okay.
look right there. Boom.
This is that one that we saw the construction photo from. Yeah, remember that construction photo? Did you see that? That's what that is. That's what that would be. So this looks like it's newer.
Yeah.
But
and there's ruins on top of that too, though.
That's
So it's like, what did they blow up?
Yeah, up here there's. Yeah, well, exactly right.
Wall.
And it's hard to see. The stones here look bigger than these. This looks a lot more uniform than that. It's kind of hard to see. So anyone in New York who wants to get down there, but look, it's a big, massive wall. If you were just turning this into a national or a park, why would you build this massive wall? And here we have a pokey out bit.
Or as like a military barracks. Why would you have a massive wall that has an opening every 2 feet? With a dinky,
right.
Why would you be putting a gate in every section of your wall? Like, I know
it's a silly story, isn't it? I think we could get down here. Let's have a look what's down here. I think we're on. Oh, okay.
Digital.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh. Okay, so come on. So we've got this, which we don't know. Could be new, could be old. It's hard to tell. I mean, it's not laid like old stuff, is it? Lots of gaps.
Like, is that megalithic? Is that new or old? That wall of giant stones.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at these ones. See over there? Can we get any closer? Don't think so. But see these ones here.
And what's this behind the cement bench right on the bottom right too? Like,
this one here.
That's some sort of like.
Just.
Paul would say that's GOP.
Yeah, random. Yeah, it actually probably looks like it, doesn't it? So it's interesting. Then of course on top we got this. And that looking very, Starfort Citadel.
Can we get up to that and see what sort of building material that is? Is it brick or is the foundation big stone? Like even the roadway's all brick cobble.
Yeah. There's another gateway to get in.
Very castle-esque.
So it's definitely it's got all sort of old world features. So, and that's definitely a satellite photo, by the way, just in case you're wondering. So I wonder what's on the other side then. If we go across here, of course we find more parks. Who knows? Oh, what's that? No. Who knows? What's been covered up? But there's funny little walls in here and stuff. Who knows, right? Because of course, when you see a star, there's normally, if they're on water, there's normally one just across from them. All right. So what was that next got? It was.
The one on the Mississippi, or no?
We've got Fort de Chartres, Illinois. Is Illinois Mississippi?
Could be. They should look at Governor's Island or Welfare Island. Those are the two that are right off the coast there of New York.
We didn't put a mark on that last one. Whoops.
Oopsies.
Fort de Chartres. Oh, look at that. There we go.
Oh, boom, right there.
Oh, man.
That is a classic battery
let me get
shape.
a mark. And this is in Illinois.
That's deep in America.
Nice. Classic star fort. And again, that's pretty big. I mean, these are buildings. I wonder, let's show us them. So even though it's a small star fort, these are fairly, they're not huge, 2-story kind of.
But look at that. See,
But,
this looks like
so
it's
still
pre-built by settlers almost, and they probably like are on a bigger foundation of that battery, and they're like, shit, we got to put something up here quick to make it look like we've been here forever. So, you know, like.
These are the builders, clearly, right? These are construction photos.
Yeah.
Look around, all around the outside. Look at this. See how it's got a mound the whole way around? And then see going down there. Let's see. Can you see that up here? Or maybe that's just. Oh no, maybe it's just.
Yeah, like what are the walls? Like, look at those older
foundations. Like it was. We would have been in there. It's definitely.
So, like, can we get up to that foundation and see, like, if it's bigger stone or if it's also that cobble that's been taken down, or like?
Or where do you want to go in here?
Yeah, either there or at the very top of it where it's just the footprint of the building remaining. Or, yeah, right there probably is a good spot. Right there in the middle, yeah. Because there's a couple footprints and there's that wall. Yeah, see, what are these bases made out of?
So these.
Yeah, those are foundations of the other buildings that the cobblestone huts are now put on.
Yeah.
Well, and they're in asymmetry of it. Look.
They're even building on one.
Yeah.
So it looks like they're rebuilding it, but like they're doing it as to give the story that the colonials built it, right?
Right. Exactly. Like they've only got 2 of these buildings up, and the rest are just bases. So, let's see what the actual base, like the foundations, are made out of. Like if they're megalithic, it'll like blow their story right out of the park.
Yeah, it's hard. We need some close-ups because
it won't let us get to that part, eh?
No, it won't let us get in to have a good look at that one. It's only a few bits we can get in.
What I'm saying, though, right? Like, because those are all like in the same spots, and it's like, what is that made from? Like, if it's either geopolymer or if it's megalithic stone, it proves that it's far like pre-cataclysm sort of thing.
So is that that must be the Mississippi? No, that's not the Mississippi. Yeah. What was the one on the Mississippi?
What river is that?
That's not the Mississippi, is it?
Yeah, no, that's the Mississippi going down that way. Yeah, yeah, because we're sideways right now. See, that was the Mississippi there. Did we put a pin on it?
For the chart, yeah, I did, but I didn't put one.
Oh, stop! Look at all of those pyramids. Like, those look like pyramids off that coast right there, deep down. I guess they'd claim they're...
Oh, down here.
I guess they're just islands, volcanoes, but... Look, what the frick? That's some weird... What is that? What? Like, what?
What have they blocked out?
What the...
Look at that.
That's some weird...
And it just stops.
No,
no, it's got something going over that way.
Yeah. Like, what?
And then what? Perfect squares. That's what you're supposed to find. I wonder why they're blurred out.
It's just freakishly weird. Like some sort of like
Look at
giant.
that line of wire. Yeah, look at these big. Who knows what's down there? Well, okay, that's Bermuda. So this is okay. So this is all the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
This whole sort of area.
Just
I mean, look at what the
bizarre.
hell's going on here, man. What is that?
Yeah. Right?
It's just freaky, right?
Indeed. Just like scarred right up, like from what? Strange.
Oh my god, I can't. What fault was it? Lion? Lyran? I can't remember. Excuse me. Lyran. It's going to put it quick. No, not. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Yes, I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting there. Tryon. I am Tryon. Okay. Go. Go. What? Oh my god. Go away.
Oh my.
Fort Tryon. Hang on, where's this Fort Tryon part? Where is it? Oh my god. Oh, this is it here, isn't it? Yeah.
That is some interesting, like, look at how smooth and even the river is there too. Like it looks canaled out almost. Symmetrical or
This
like,
bit.
yeah, like the shoreline.
I mean, even that water, that's not even, it's just pixels, man. What are these things? Oh my god, what have I done? I've got a bullseye. So that's New York. So this is Battery Park. So that's an old Star Fort. The Battery. But of course they ripped it down. I think there's kind of, this might be, parts of it.
Yeah.
And there. All man-made shorelines. And then of course, got a star out here.
Oh, look at that one, hey?
Fort
Straight
J.
Battery.
And then there's a few more out here too. Statue sitting on an 11-sider. Another nice photo from space satellites, clearly.
And like, look at that island. It's a man-made island, just like the ones in like Dubai, essentially. And it's like, who made that at what time period? Like, oh, you just came over here, you were suffering from scurvy, you were in world wars, civil wars, but you just had time to like dredge this harbor and make these perfect man-made islands that China's now doing on the reefs in the South China Sea, and like Dubai is doing on their coastline. Like, how?
Bizarre, isn't it? Whee! It's like we're in an airship. Here we go. Look at this.
Yeah.
You can live in a palm tree. And so this is a good example, because look at the terraforming here. I mean, in the water there's a lot more, but you can see that these harbors that they've cut in, are very similar to the ones that we see in all these cities that we're told were built, in the 1800s and stuff. But this, I
Exactly,
mean,
right? Like,
it'd be
this is all
interesting to see
brand
how
new.
long that took to build.
And like, look at it,
Because
the
this has been
Earth
going on
one,
for,
and like that Earth one, the third one,
man,
it supposedly like went bankrupt, belly up. They couldn't even finish it, and it's been sitting like this, like
yeah. Well,
undeveloped.
look at it. You can see there's a bit of development there. And I think
Right?
one
Then
there, but the
a
rest
few
is empty.
throughout, but
It's just all empty.
yeah, and it's like this is like the richest place in the world, and what they've been able to do and not do at like our current height of technology, and then what they claim all these other places. It's ridiculous and it's insane. And
The other thing about these is they require a lot of upkeep. Like if you just left these, do any of the upkeep that they're doing, they'd be gone in 20 years. And with the other stuff that we see around this, they're still sitting there 200 years at least later. So, I mean, God, they've just look what they've done here, man. They just went mad with building islands, didn't they? They didn't like the first palm tree, so they built another one. So, and that's of course in the middle of a desert, as you do. So there we go. Let's stop sharing. Where are we?
I'm muted. Oops, I was muted.
There we are.
Like, look.
All right,
that.
how are we going? 240 of you watching. Welcome back, everyone. Oh, Truth Seeker in Oz identifies as a vacuum cleaner. Well, that sucks. Now they're building that wall city. Yeah, the wall city. Yeah, they're building
Saudi Arabia, apparently.
What's it called? The line? The line. Yeah. Apparently, if you live there, you have to toe the line or they kick you out, man.
No doubt. Or you'll be hanging from the wall.
No squares allowed. Yeah. The Gold Coast in Queensland has more canals than Venice. They just dug them all out. Yeah, I mean,
Right?
Queensland's the Gold Coast got heaps. It's like
Everywhere
we were looking
has
at,
more
it
canals.
was New York, wasn't it? And they had all those old canals that were dug out, but they weren't using them. And they had ones that they had clearly dug out. So this is the thing. A lot of them, they probably just clean them out, dredge them out. And how would we know? They just move their machinery in and then they go, yep, we just built this. Now pay us lots of money to live on it.
I'm just going to quickly go outside, Campbell, to use my phone to stream the water battery experiment and show that it's still producing hydrogen 7 days in with nothing plugged into it.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, I was going to show something I haven't downloaded it. So what I might do is try and get organized. That's what I'm going to try and do. Get organized. Should we watch something? Oh God, where is it? Hang on. Who feels like watching something funny? Yes, good. I thought we need something light-heartening and nice to watch and to make us feel happy. So I thought animals, right? Fluffiness. So let me do this. Okay. All right. I think I'm ready. All right, let's do this. Are you ready? Is that sharing? Can you guys see that? Can you guys see that? I haven't got my share screen on. Can you see that? Oh, yes, you can. There we go. All right, well, I better press play then.
There. Come on.
Oh, you've seen this. Oops. Bit of a double up. Ah.
That's how we're getting to 1 million views, Campbell. That is how we're getting to 1 million
we're doing
views.
it. Bernie, react to it. Oh my God! Did you see the ha 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 ha? Did you see the oh ha ha? What a reaction!
When the Burmese mountain
first
dog,
reaction
oh my God, when it went through that cement, like I could relate to like me having a great time running through someone else's wet cement, being like, ha ha. I'm just kidding. That man, you would hate your dog.
Exactly. And the wolf and the wolf. That was great. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed your fluffiness, guys. That was the warm fuzzy for tonight. And of course, we should all be giving out warm fuzzies instead of cold pricklies, right? Because cold pricklies are cold and prickly. And then fuzzy.
Yeah.
All right.
The pricklies that you get like
oxide either.
Yeah, so exactly. This is oxidized. Anything like this, you do not like. I'm going to start testing the oxidized water on plants next year, but like as for a general rule of thumb, you don't touch anything that's oxidized. You like dispose of it in like a safe manner of getting rid of the monoatomic or diatomic materials, and like don't make contact with your skin because it will absorb and you'll get a heavy metal poisoning from it. So always wear gloves if you are touching or dealing with oxidized coppers and stuff like this. And like for instance, one reason I never use lead in any of my wirings, well, nobody should ever use lead, but one time it absorbs so much faster. It's like you'll literally die within a day. It's horrible. It's really crazy, and that's why lead or any other of the heavier metals, it's like if you're gonna do this, you got to stick to just the silver, the copper, the gold, and the zinc, and don't mess around with any other metals because you can trigger all sorts of different isotopes and issues and oxides and toxins if you don't know what you're doing. But back to the good side, despite the oxidized on the coils, and they formed that because I was using them as a former anode in a different reaction, but the cathode side here, the aluminum, it's in the white form, the pure monoatomic, and it's forming a layer over top of the former oxidized copper, especially on the bottom. So it's quite the interesting reactions that are happening with it as it progresses, because it's been going for a week now. And yes, Jeremiah, I will finally tonight hook it up to the multimeters and test the voltages coming off of these guys, because they're becoming even more reactive, it seems, by the day. And I'm too tired now. I got to go to sleep so I can make our episode tonight. And it's all the more reason for everybody to tune in tonight for us to test the current or voltage that's coming off of these saltwater batteries.
Indeed. Yeah, man, you're going to have to get onto it. Those batteries, I mean, I think Parker Edmondson had more bottles than you.
I believe it. And it's like you can run them in series. And then I'm going to start doing some like smaller, like in battery little style, the cathode. What is the word I'm looking
Don't you love
for?
that? Don't you love how like the batteries are just batteries within batteries?
Exactly, and like with like little
to pull a triple A.
And what
And if you pull
one
that
thing
apart,
I'm
it's probably full of like little.
Is cutting aluminum cans in half and then like putting them within the reactions too, as like layers, and you'll be able like there's so many potentials with just like such simple resources to keep these sort of things going, and lots of greatness to come with it. But I'm gonna head back inside.
All right. Do you want some travel music?
Travel music or a
I'll
little?
keep talking.
Okay, even better.
I was just saying, I need to make some. I need to make some more clippy clips because they're all Auto Alchemist ones. All right, how is everyone? Back. Let's have a chat. Hendo 337. I love my little house dog. She's the best. Yeah, dogs are awesome. I haven't had a dog for like, wow, I think it's like 2.5 years, probably 3. Only time in my life I've never had one, so I like all animals, but I like dogs. I want to get another dog, but just not really in. Hello, Ina. Yeah, I'm not in the right position to have a pet at the moment, I don't think. I'm getting chickens and a new puppy. Oh, see, I want both of those, but I have lots of traveling in my future, so I can't get animals and leave them alone. Unfortunately, I saw a video from Kel's farm today, and she's got 6 chickens. She's been planting gardens and orchards and everything. Hello, Derek. Welcome. How you going? Amanda, travel music. Yeah. I was going to put one on, but yeah. I mean, I'll talk with my dulcet tones instead, right? Oh, what do you reckon? Well, thank you very much. Chihuahuas, unbuttered dogs haven't killed and even harmed me with my birds. There you go. Yeah, I mean, yeah, vicious dogs are mum, and we know, right? Vicious made and loving dogs are made as well. I'm open to all power sources. I found Noons. Firsttopenergies.com. Well, there you go. Thank you, Bernie. Noons. What's Noons?
Perfect. The Daniel Nunes, their POE, Peace on Earth energy coils. And that recently all their videos were taken off of their channel. Very strange. John Hutchinson also had to take down all of his videos recently because he has 2 strikes or something and he didn't want to risk them. But I've been talking to him, and apparently he's finally going to have upgraded internet in about a week's time. So hopefully we can have him on within a month or so tops. Hopefully even sooner. Yeah. So on that note,
that channel's taken down. What did you get taken down for?
He got 2 strikes for, I forget what the heck he said. It's on one of my comments. We were talking on one of my videos.
You know what he should do? He just needs to make a video with his alter personality, and then he's safe, right?
That's why his last literally that's why he came up with Carla Conniption. That's what his current channel is, because they had to like, and that's why he's like dressed up with the wig and in like women's outfits. He's Carla Conniption. It's hilarious. So like even that, I guess, got him straight.
Oh God! Well, that's just racist. I don't know what else to say. Clearly,
indeed. Right, but as we evolve, as we keep going, we're going to be on more and more platforms. I'm going to be getting on Rumble here pretty quick. I think Josh from Project Moongold is figuring that out, and then Benjamin Balderson also is going to help get me onto Rockfin, I think, as well.
Rockfin.
But yeah.
Oh, bloody hell.
But yeah, maybe we'll just make a combined. We can make a combined Autodidactic Alchemist channel on it and just stream everything.
I had issues with Rockfin.
Yeah, you're right. I remember
Do
that.
you remember that whole debacle?
I do.
Yeah, man.
And they
I just wrote them at the very start.
never got back to you. They
And
never
I
fixed
just said,
that.
"Oh, what's the deal?" No. I just said, "What's the deal? I see you're a new chat, a new thing. I'm just wondering." And they just sent me this abusive letter. And then I made a video, and they went, "Oh, sorry. We'll have a meeting with you quick. Well, we'll schedule a meeting." And I never heard anything from them again. And then they censored Big Bear, so you know they can shove it up their wankle. Are people making money from it? I don't even know.
I don't know.
It's got some
Ben
crypto
was saying
thing
it was
attached to it.
good,
It's supposed to be about
but
money, but
I'm going to be
anyone
focusing
winning?
more on getting the Rumble. Getting on the Rumble before anything.
Yeah, well, go to Rumble and you can just add your channel to it. But
Really?
then the live streaming. Yeah. You just go in, start a channel.
Just like
It'll have a link saying, yeah, exactly like Odyssey. Exactly the same. And when you do it, it'll just upload all your backlog and everything. And then you don't have to worry about. But that's another thing I'm going to do is start doing live streams. And, you know, so we can talk a bit more freely. I'm going to sort of do an hour on YouTube and then do the second hour on Rumble and Odyssey.
Yeah, exactly. That's
so
been a long time coming.
Without fear of being.
We'll be on Twitch. We'll switch over, and it'll be. So we'll do the first half on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and we'll do the second half on Rumble, Twitch, and Odyssey.
Odyssey, yeah, the ones where they won't cut us out. We're going to do like the Salty Man does, man. Yeah, I think agree, Derek. Rockfin
sucks. Okay, fuck Rockfin.
I've actually never been on Rockfin.
No, I remember that. If they haven't fixed things with you, no, it's gonna be Rumble. We're already on Odyssey. You're already on Rumble. I'm gonna be on Rumble immediately. Then I'm creating my account as we speak, and I'm already on Twitch. And we're gonna have to get you on Twitch as well, good sir. Twitch is Twitch is where Weekend at Burn Eye's 48-hour stream is going to become like the biggest, best thing, I guarantee. Because we're going to incorporate.
Have you seen Jay Dreamers? I think Jay Dreamers has been streaming for like a week. Like, seriously, he's been streaming for like a week. I'm sure of it. Jay Dreamers. Oh, you haven't? Oh my gosh. Dude.
Don't
write down so. Jay Dreamers.
Okay.
No, he's cool. He does. He's right into the red blue plasma shift apocalypse stuff. Does lots of music, movie kind of review type stuff, but really interesting stuff. But he's showing all he's been playing all his videos from years ago, just back to back in live stream, and I swear it's been going for like a week. Let's get ready to rumble. I've never been on Twitch either.
So I was watching some of these like crazy interviews of like the craziest YouTubers and streamers or whatnot that have their 1 million followers, and like being interviewed by like a 1 million follower group that like interviews all of them, and learning a lot of good things for us to incorporate into the streaming and into it all. And eventually, the Weekend at Burn Eye's 48-hour stream, we're going to also incorporate a video game tournament into it. And into our streams, Campbell, we're going to be incorporating like some sort of mini game tournament things that we can start playing, or like competing with the guests and stuff like that.
Wow.
And we can also, StreamYard offers... With StreamYard, we have the option that we can start doing one random selection each time that anybody that wants to join, we can like do like a draw thing at the end, and then whoever like gets randomly selected can be emailed to like join in at the end and do like live participation or something like that too.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people are doing call-ins and stuff, so yeah, we can work something like that out. Yep, only cams on Rumble, guys. Subscribe now. If you want monthly
Yes,
gigs.
you have to create that name right now in a new account. Only cams on Rumble.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to do a photo shoot, aren't I? Only can.
But of course, only cams on Rumble is going to
Only
blow up.
cams. See, I've got Paul to blame for this. See what you've done, Paul? Are you out there? No, you're not, are you? Because, yeah, you're hiding. Yeah, that's right. See what you started? God. I don't know. What the fuck's happening? That's what I got to say. So, yeah, there's lots of stuff coming with all week. And I'm obviously doing interviews every Friday as well. Like I said before, if anyone wants to be interviewed, let me know. Contact to join out on the email. But also, if anyone's in contact with any big channels, I've done one with SGT Report, and I would like to get into some more of those channels and try and break into that.
I would love to get
sort of, I don't know what you call it, but kind of MAGA American kind of. It's a massive group, it's a massive niche. So any of those channels, someone mentioned someone before.
BitChute and
what? There's lots of if anyone knows them,
with Mike Adams. We should try to talk to Mike Adams at some time, good sir.
Okay, yeah, Mike Adams.
A health ranger, because I would love to talk to him about colloidal waters and stuff like that, like the plasma water, like it would be great topics.
Why are you sorry, Jules? What are you sorry for? What have you done now?
Again? Only cams. Only cams only.
She the only cam. Oh, okay. Oh my god, she's keeping it alive. Come on, guys. This is. I'm being. What's the word? I'm being. I can't even think of the word. Sexualized, but that's not the right word. I don't know. God, I'm more than just a piece of meat, guys. Come on. I've got a personality. I matter. Come on.
Only
God.
cams.
Get your googly eyes off me. Though, if I do get donations of $50 in the next minute, I will twerk for you. No, only joking. No twerking on this channel.
And we will react to whatever video you want us to play and react to.
Yes, that could be another segment maybe. So we'll have to react to only cams, I think, is what we're going to
do. The only cams reaction of the day. Only cams reactions of the day.
That's it. I think together we can make it twerk.
Oh, we can definitely make it twerk. We can twerk it all day, all night.
We can twerk
from Australia to Canada. We will twerk that only cams.
Only cams. Joe Rogan. Oh God, yeah, man. Get me on Joe Rogan. Anyone know Joe? I'll go on Joe Rogan for sure. I don't care if he is a shill. No, I don't think he's a shill.
I think we should get on Joe Rogan and have Elon Musk fire up one of his rockets and do an orbit around the Earth as the flat Earth debate with Joe Rogan and Elon Musk. That would be the ultimate autodidactic experience. Because so far I've only seen Elon's rockets go up. And then, you just see it, there, and you're there's nothing, and then it comes back down. It's hey, what's going on up there, man?
I think that should be the first question. Can Elon actually get his rocket up?
Several freaking cameras going along and stuff.
I mean, I'll do it, but I'm only doing it if I get to take the sports car. If I get the rocket, I want the sports car.
Yeah, I'd rather drive
sports cars in space, man. Much better. Much better. All right. So we're coming up to 2 hours here, and we're sort of fading. So we'll probably close up in the next 5 minutes or so, because it's probably Bern was going to join for 15, 20 minutes, and that was 2 hours ago. And as you can see, his eyes are slowly rolling down his face.
Indeed.
He just
It is
can't
time for
help it. No doubt.
this
Amber's in bed
nocturnal
screaming at
animal.
him. I've got cold feet. So yeah, so I think I got through everything I was meant to. It was a bit of an unorganized live here, but we're going to get more organized. We are I'm going to start showing anything that's been sent in, because I do get lots of photos and pictures and things sent in. So I'm going to start showing those on the lives as well, so we can get that out there. Got a chat with tomorrow. In what, like 13, 14 hours. Then the next day, one with Paul Cook. Then Thursday, we'll be back with Tartari Australia and Kelly. And then Friday, I'll be live with another interview. And then Saturday, we may be, or maybe not, doing an extra Alchemist with Mike. We'll have to see how it goes. But
Indeed.
and in amongst all that, I'll be trying to finish the 3 videos that I've been trying to finish for the last 4 weeks, and creating courses. There's courses coming out, guys, which I'll let you know. Actually, we're going to mention the first one next week. So much happening. Anyone want to come work for me for free? I need a
community volunteers are desperately needed. Also, donations.
Welcome.
Donations are needed.
Donations.
I'm trying, hopefully maybe this weekend, but I'm still needing to do fundraising desperately. So maybe next weekend, if I don't mean this in a racist term, but there's this thing, Indian summer here in the fall, I guess September going into October is a little bit warmer. Good. And we got to get down to Lethbridge and check, or not Lethbridge, sorry, Medicine Hat. The Medicine Hat Badlands Guardians here. Dude. These guys here, either this weekend or next weekend.
Cultural appropriation.
Right?
That Indian culturally appropriated that earplug, that headphone, clearly.
And the irony is that it's an oil well. That is an oil derrick right there.
That's an oil. Is it really? There's not an earwax well? No.
Well, I guess I'm going to, so in the next 2 weeks, hopefully this weekend, but maybe next, be down there. Anybody who wants to come, we're going to try to camp out there, or at least do a 2-day research out there. Probably be staying in Medicine Hat itself. But yeah, I want to see if there's these megalithic lines, these geoglyphs that Farham Research claims to have found and documented, and they're at these 5 sites here, and this guy here, and look at the across the road here. It almost looks like another face, maybe Asian-ish or yogi-ish with a beard and or elongated skull even, who knows, alienish, but on the other side of the dragon-headed dude, and also trying to confirm these things. I want to find these guys, and these 2 here, the Moai looking guys, and yeah, that.
What kind of chips do you eat?
Who and what?
What kind of chips do you eat, and why are they strange? Why are the chips you eat strange?
And are chips French fries or fries? Or are they the little dry?
Yeah, exactly right. This is exactly right. Talking to Americans about chips. Is it a chip? Is it a fry? Is it a chip? Is it a crisp? We don't know.
Right.
Are these spots on the pie grid?
Is it the snack, or is it the thing that is served with fish?
Poutine, fries, cheese, and gravy from the Canadians.
Oh, I love the poutine. Poutine? Oh man, so many good types. You got to get it with the smoked cheddar and the gravy and the right seasoned curly fries or waffle fries. It's crazy how the shape actually changes the taste of the chip or the fry. And also,
Really?
you have to have the salt and seasoning, right? The correct salt and seasoning in with it. Just ask
That
for
last
poutine.
one, isn't it some sort of method, an internal combustion engine will run on hydrogen? Many people have done it. It's not very efficient because it takes more electricity to make H2 than just run an EV. No, people are doing it. Mike has built one, run a car on it. There are people online. There's lots of people on TikTok. Actually, there's actually a lot of interesting stuff on TikTok, but don't stay on there for more than 10 minutes. It'll melt your
They
brain.
banned me. I got 2,000 followers. 2,000 followers on TikTok in 2 months, and they banned me. I haven't been able to, and it was like registered to my phone and shit, so I can't create a new account.
Oh, well, that sucks. I thought you said I'm Bambi. I thought that was a little bit weird.
I'm a Bambi.
Bambi meets Godzilla. Yeah, no, there's definitely people doing that. Petrol cars, which is probably why they gave the whole bloody biodiesel myth, and everyone went out and bought diesels, and now we realise that it's actual that we can run for easier for free. But anything, even if it works, everything can be streamlined, right? It's like Mike. We were talking the other day that Mike from Faraday Research built a step-up motor, and what did he start with? 2 times the power output, and now he's up to something like 1,000, like 5 motors in. So
right?
It's all there,
and that's just him testing other people's builds, rebuilding other people's builds, and like adding minor adjustments and like his own stuff to those builds. But then his next major build is doing his own build out of like everything he's already made, and like taking the principles out of all of them and like combining it together into like a workable, usable unit.
Burn. That's why you got done. No twerking. That's why it's not twerking for you, mate.
Have you ever seen the Bernie dance? Maybe they thought I was responsible for the Bernie dance, and they didn't want that trending on TikTok.
Oh, is there a Bernie dance?
It's like a guy seizure.
Bernie dance?
It's like this big giant dude,
not
like
getting burned. I was like getting burned. I'm burning.
Oh man, that'd be even worse. No, please, no.
Which at the stake dance. Yes, so for all the free energy stuff, this time is so hard, but Tuesdays, Monday nights, Tuesdays, tomorrow's show is all that kind of stuff.
Indeed.
And then more on Wednesday, more history. So there we go. So I think we're just rambling at the moment. So 2 hours, 7 minutes, 196 of you still with us. Thank you all for being here. If anyone does, want to help out in any way, send me an email and we shall respond. We can always get a group together where we can chat and you guys can.
Indeed. And yeah, so diesels. A key thing about hydrogen engines, combustion that runs on hydrogen, is that it has to be able to handle higher temperatures and also the higher pressure rate. And usually diesel engines are easier to convert to use hydrogen than the standard gasoline. But I also have a contact who has a patent in Calgary where I live that used to work for an energy company, and he has a apparently $1 million patent for a combustible hydrogen piston engine for a vehicle that's designed to run on the higher temperatures and combustion and everything. So I'm hopefully going to have him on the show someday soon, as he is also my former grade 7 teacher, as well as he worked for my province's largest energy company, and stated that while he was working there, their biggest fear was some little science inventor coming up in their backyard with some little black box that produces unlimited energy. And that he actually has stories of different free over Unity devices that they the energy company went out and investigated and built, and that they got like 2 or 3 times over Unity off of these things. But then it was an issue of how do they apply it industrial and like all of that, and like economically and whatnot, where it didn't go too far. But that they have reached like in their own tests like several times over Unity, and it's like, okay, well, shouldn't you then be trying to implement these energy efficiencies, or what's going on here? But
I know, right?
I don't want to get
The payment's
shot,
about
so
to
I'm gonna
explode.
not go into that further on my own, and we'll try to get this guy on soon. My mom's actually got his numbers, so I gotta call him up and get him booked, because that one will be epic.
That's
And
the thing. Once we start getting into that, that's all going to have to be Rumble, Odyssey kind of stuff, or else we'll get terminated.
well,
So
I
there you
think
go.
what we should do as a react show and like a review show is actually have our like group of electrical engineer specialist panel, and then review all the different free energy device like videos out there, because there's millions of them, and like thousands of them have millions of views and stuff like that. And it's like, are they scams, or are some of these real, and like, are the principles real, and like, let's actually test it and see. And
Let's
you
test
know,
them
with
for sure. And I think your next job as well is contact Parker Edmonton and start working on a receiver. How long would it take you to build a receiver to see
Jeremiah,
if free energy, if you can receive it? Like that would be, because that would prove that it's sending it, wouldn't it? So that's something we can do as well. But of course, all that kind of stuff we really need to do off YouTube, even that really, because
it'll be Rumble,
you know
Twitch, and Odyssey. That's where we'll be with all of that goodies.
Where we'll be.
But we'll do the first
Rumble,
hours.
Twitch, and Odyssey. That is where we'll be. All right. So thank you for spending 2 hours, 11 minutes, and 46 seconds with us, people. 109 of you watching. Make sure you join us tomorrow. Go over and subscribe to Bernie's channel. And most of all, stay awesome. And we'll talk to you all on the next upload. Bye for now. Much CJDV.
Indeed. Much love.
Stay awesome. Talk to you all. Yes. Love you all. Catch you later next time. Bye bye. Ta ta.